Now they ask for these volunteers. I don't understand. Would you like to put up chairs? No. And you would have asked me, I'm like, no, I'm not putting up no chairs. What I look like to you? Hired help? I ain't sweeping no floor. That's why they never asked me. I always say, nobody ever asked me what I wanted in Alcoholics Anonymous. They know what I want. I want a drink. They told me, sweep the floors and put up the chair. Go get the ashtrays, put them in the back. Go and make coffee. You doing coffee. And it had nothing to do, I don't know how to make coffee. Go make coffee anywhere. I don't identify with her. You now identify with her. I don't like her. You don't have to. You either want to live or you want to die. If you don't want what we have, we're glad to refund you your misery. Old timers used to tell me, I don't know what you're going to do, baby girl. I have no idea what you're going to do. All I can do is tell you what we have done. And if you want what we have, then you need to be willing to go to any lengths to get it. And when I conceded to my innermost self, because that's what I had to do first and foremost, people always think that the first step is step one. And the old timers told me that is not the first step. The first step in recovery is that I concede to my innermost self that I am truly alcoholic. Because if I don't, I ain't doing no steps. I ain't listening to no sponsor. If I think I got another run in me, if I think that I'm still good, why would I listen to you? There ain't no depth and weight as far as my ears can tell. The only thing that you're doing for me is planting some seeds until that time comes. And I sat and examined my relationship with alcohol, and I became convinced that life run by me don't work. And whatever that relationship is, it ain't coming back. And I suffer from something far greater than I could ever imagine. And thank you for giving me the diagnosis. Thank you for showing me exactly what's wrong with me, and I didn't even know it. And then you laid out some treatment. And I began to do the work around here. And I don't know about reluctantly. I don't know if I did it kicking and screaming. In the 12 and 12, they say all 12 steps are contrary to my natural desire. There is nothing in there that says when you start doing this, you're going to be so excited. It's going to be fantastic. I'm so grateful for all those who came before and the participation meetings that I sat in. I love the level of vigorous honesty that I heard in the rooms. I heard all ages of people in sobriety talk about what they were going through in sobriety and what it was like in their lives and how it is now. I had a sponsor, she used to always share, she go, oh, when I was drinking, I went through a lot. Or she used to say, now I'm going through a lot in my life. And I used to be like, what's a lot? I don't tell nobody nothing. I went through a lot. What is that? I'm an alcoholic. You didn't talk to me. A lot of what? You went through a lot of what? How can you help me? I don't know what a lot is. What's a lot? A lot of what? I'm going to get my attention. I'm going through a lot in life. What's that? I've had to take these steps. I've had to learn how to breathe them, taste them, smell them, digest them, inhale them. I always say I put down the drink and I picked up the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous. I don't have another point of reference. My higher power was alcohol, and I came here and I found out that I had to find another higher power. And this higher power was going to find it inside of me, and I didn't even know that's where it lived. And the only way I can go inside of me was through the steps. And then I needed to clean house. I have been taught around here. You know, they tell us in the big book that we have to burn into the consciousness of every man to trust God and clean house. And that's what they did to me. That's all I kept hearing, is that I needed to trust God and clean house. They told me I had to pray to this power that helped you to recover. That I too can recover because I had hope because of you. And I prayed to whatever that power was that helped you. And all of a sudden the obsession was removed. I can't tell you the day it was, but I just remember one day I noticed. I've always had hope around me. I've had hope from all of your experiences. I've had to go to people and I've had to ask you to teach me and to show me. I've had to ask questions. I've had to learn to come to you and say, I don't know, can you teach me? Can you show me? I'm like a little girl. I've always been very childlike since I've been here. I've been on this journey of discovering this relationship with this power. I know how to have a relationship with a higher power. I got 24 years in that relationship with the higher power of my life, and that was alcohol. Teresa's never been in charge. And I just come here to find out I'm no longer CEO of Theresa Incorporated. I have evidence that tells me that my life run by me don't work. I've got evidence that shows me that I'm driven by 100 forms of fear. I see it. I love the way they describe it as an evil, corroding thread that runs through the fabric of the existence of my life. But there's a solution for that. And I've tapped into this source of power. And I got a clean house to get further into this relationship. And I keep cleaning house. And as a result, I become an observer. And I am a witness to what this power can do. Not what Theresa can do, but what this power can do. I don't apologize for my relationship with God. The Big Book tells me I don't have to do that. I always say that this higher power, this God idea is a show-off. I've been calling God lately a big old show-off. Because he can only take a girl like me so that he can pick me up, dust me off, build me up, so he can show you what he can do. That's a show. If people look at my life and there's no way they can't go. People look at me and they go, there's a God. I didn't think there was one, but I think there is one now. I know I look in the mirror and I go, there's a God. So much has happened in the last 21 years. I've transformed, I've changed. My ideas have changed. My flavor has changed. My understanding of myself and others, my perception continues to unfold and straighten out. I heard a woman a long time ago in a meeting saying that Alcoholics Anonymous is almost like they have the hands to keep moving the lenses, to straighten out the lenses in the camera. I become an observer to see what the disease of alcoholism does and what the grace of God does with me. I continue to apply these steps into my life, and I don't know how not to give this thing away. I always say after my first year birthday, I blew out the candle. I was telling Kitty that last night. When I blew out my first year cake, my sponsor looked at me and she said, "Happy birthday. Now it is no longer about you." From my first year moving forward, it's always been, how can I be of maximum service to others? When all else fails, I work with another alcoholic. The only thing that ensures permanent sobriety is working with another alcoholic. Before I came down here, I had like 10 minutes before it was 8 o'clock. The sponsor called me. I said, "Hey, I'm getting ready to go down and speak. What's going on? You okay?" She's like, "Oh no, I'm feeling depressed. I don't know what's wrong." What's wrong is you need to make a phone call and it ain't me. You need to call somebody else. You need to ask them how they're doing. Because that's what my sponsor taught me. You have to find out what's going on. How are you doing? What's going on in your life? How do I get out of me? I need a clean house. I need to be of service. They told me you ain't got to dance with everybody, but you got to dance with somebody. The only secrets I have today are the ones I have from myself, soon to be discovered. I don't take a drink no matter what. I don't tell the newcomer that I haven't found it necessary to drink. I'm an alcoholic. The miracle is that because I find it necessary, and I believe that the best case scenario was for me to take a drink, the miracle is that I don't. That's what trips me out. Drinking is always an option for me, and I always find it necessary. What surprises me is that I don't. That always trips me out. I stand before people and they tell me, "Oh my goodness, you're so gracious and so kind." And I'm like, there's a God. Because I just witnessed something right along with you. I witnessed myself have compassion. It's a very interesting thing. It's very interesting to see that. So I find this program like Disneyland. I've been on a trip. I've been having an experience. I've been growing up around here. I've been in a relationship the last 21 years. Somebody was asking me last time I was in Florida. I was like, I don't think I want to be in a relationship anymore. I get to do that. I've turned since I've been here. I've been homosexual, I've been gay, I've been straight, I've been bi, and now I'm asexual, whatever. I get to turn to a partner that has patience and tolerance and goes, okay, what do? I don't know, talk to your sponsor. I gotta write about that too. I'm around people who love and support me. I know my sponsor used to tell me that early on in my recovery, Theresa, you're entitled to be around loving and supportive people. You're entitled to be around loving and supportive people. And I surround myself with winners today that are loving and supportive. They don't co-sign my mess, and they allow me to be who I am and to grow and to stretch and develop this relationship with God. I like that we have outside issues and that we all get to be different. And it doesn't matter your religious background, or if you have money or no money, or where you come from. I'm Puerto Rican, you're white, you're black, it don't matter. The only thing that keeps us together is that you're an alcoholic, I'm an alcoholic, and that's all that matters. And I get to discover more about this girl named Theresa. And I've been doing the dance. I have grown up around me, I've become a lady. I've become a woman of dignity and grace and integrity and beauty. I work hard for that. I work hard to tap into this source of power so that this power can demonstrate itself through me and what it can do. I owe that. I don't know what your life was before you got here. I know what mine was. And the more I meet you, the more I become aware that that life is not a normal life. And I tell a lot of people that I work with, I don't know where